Okay. Is this thing live? Is my mic on? It says I have been live for 10 seconds. Camera looks like it's on. Let me get my chat pulled up. It says there are 15 people waiting. What an occurrence. 2 minutes late. Well, I had to take care of some things. You know, it's not easy setting these streams up, especially when you're as old as I am. But yeah, there's a lot to discuss on the mouse market, and what I mean is there's more than usual, which is like nothing. Holy shocking Saturday stream. Yeah, remember these were like a daily occurrence? I was looking at the like live stream checklist or like the grid of videos, and it's like so few streams. How's everybody doing? Days, Juice, Strike Master, Scratch. Did you get your HTM Plus yet? I did not. When G Wolves last sent me something, I was caught off guard, and then it was the HTS2 Pro, which is a very impressive mouse. I don't know why my hands are shaking so much. It's all the caffeine, probably. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Yeah, 12:22 p.m. What a time. Are you going to give me that X2? Bossy, you got to get some earnings on West, and then I'll give it to you. You got to prove that you're a GOAT. I actually, like, if you were on East, I would have played with you by now. I'll tell you that much. I've been asking for 7 months. Is that true? I don't think it's been that long. What are your thoughts on steel mouse pads? I'm getting the Two Dudes gaming pad, and I don't know if that's steel, but that is a metal mouse pad made in America, so I'm excited for that. Good afternoon, Bryce. How's it doing? Earnings on West. Why? Yeah. Why would you say that? What about her? Like, or do you have them? That's the requirement. That's steel. It is steel. That's like. I didn't know if all of them were steel, but yeah, I'm very close to getting one. I pretty much just need to give them my address because at first they needed to decide like what finish to put on the pad. It's very interesting. American handmade steel mouse pad. What's not to love? I got the white Razer Death Adder V3 Pro. Razer had me send back the black one because of the squeaking issue, which was apparent for one afternoon. Then it like went away. It was weird. Two Dudes gaming pads are good. That's interesting. I've heard very good feedback, but the thing is, like, I hear good feedback about pretty much every glass pad, then I get it, and I'm just always disappointed. But how are they on the arm? That is the most interesting aspect. I'm good, Zinky. How are you doing, man? I just wish the mouse market was more alive, but there's some stuff to discuss, like this Wise Owl mouse. This does have an interesting, like, new form of tech, but it doesn't feel objectively better, and Wise Owl's shapes, they really screw themselves with their shapes. Which mouse is that rainbow one? It's called the Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. A review is going to be coming this upcoming week. Wise Owl mouse, so good. I mean, they've always had really good quality, like going back to the first unit I had of the OGM or whatever. But they've just never had a great shape, I feel. But if you like their shapes, then they're probably one of the best brands. Peripheral market in general has been very stale. That's true, but like going back 8 months ago, like the options we had then, they're still like the top options today. There's just something needs to drop. Something innovating needs to drop. Sleeves are just a necessity, I've found, if you sweat on glass. Yeah, and I just can't do it. But even if I did do it, I still don't know if I'd made glass. Probably not. Because I just go back on like an artisan pad, loaned a pad, and it's like, wow, this is great. Buy a wall hack style glove sleeve? Nah, I can't do like anything on my hand. That just always felt like so awful. What do you think of the Phantom? It's just too fast. Like, it is an insanely fast glass pad, so it hits on what it advertises, but I don't know who could really use it. Did you see my montages? I saw a handful of them. Maybe not the most recent one, but a few ago. I was like, wow, you're good. I was even thinking, like, does this guy macro? I was like, probably. But I don't know. If you don't macro, you're just the GOAT. But you are a West player, so you probably have some Hispanic genes, so I don't know. Typical West player. Really just a matter of chasing endgame for me right now. I've been making 2 mice at most and 1 mousepad. Yeah, I've been using a lot of Razer flagships recently. I was using some small mice like the X2 Crazy Light, Hot ES, ULX as well. But, I mean, I don't know, I'm just never... Nothing's impressed me in a while, mouse-wise. I mean, Death Adder V4 Pro is good, but it just is what it is. Zero mouse alongside a Phantom 20 CM per 360 cents. Does anybody have a Zero mouse, the newest batch? I'm half Hispanic, how'd you know? Because you're a West player and you have a Spider-Man profile picture and just the way you edit in Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie, it's very easy to tell. How's the finals been? I went back to Fortnite. That was just like the relationship ends, like you cheat, then you get back, and then it's like, yeah, Fortnite's better. But the finals, I really do like It was a game that felt creative. That's what I like about games. How far are you from Riker, like Riker Island or Diker Heights? I presume what you're saying. I had a great friend in elementary school, Yanni Ypsilanti. Well, I don't know why I'm doxing him, but he lived in Diker. I'm kind of close to Bay Ridge. I'm like between Bay Ridge and Park Slope, more or less. Sunset Park, the great neighborhood. The finals is so tough. It's fun, but it just is what it is. Battlefield 6, I played it for a game. Like, everything just felt awful, like, from mouse input, graphics, settings. I just died to a tank, and I just deleted the game. I only downloaded it to play on the New York map, and it was like, I don't know. It's just not for me. I just feel like you're just a little cattle. It's like 30v30. I don't know. Like I was saying, I like creativity. Game, there's not a lot of creativity. Why do you look Australian? Probably because, like, the Honorable Rocket Jump Ninja was my, like, spiritual leader, teacher, and guide, so I just, like, took from him. I don't know. Do I look Australian? I don't feel that way. Damn, Brooklyn boy, I'm in Nassau. My elementary school principal was from Nassau County. It forces you into a very specific grip. The Zero Mouse? Yeah, that was my initial observation, presuming that's what you're talking about. I just, like, I don't know. I want to pay somebody in America who has one to let me use it, but it's like nobody has one. It's fucking crazy. More videos with Matty OW? I wonder if he'd be down. I should, I gotta do some more collab videos. I'm thinking of making a mouse company tier list. Is that the Sentinels Viper V3? It is. It's just the best. It's the best Viper V3 Pro coding, and I mean, I've had this unit for a while now. It just feels so great. Like, nobody has what, the Zero Mouse? Yeah, the newest batch. I don't think anybody, like, has actually received it yet, but I don't know. I thought it was shipping late July. Thoughts on the 10 and 10 Air? I don't know what I think about the shape. But it looks like it's a good price, and it's a new release. But I don't know if it's going to be something I main. Hopefully Ninjutsu nails the quality. It was interesting when they did the mouse with Vaxi. I thought that was going to be a trend, but it really wasn't. Why do I keep saying so much? It's because I'm not streaming as much. Just reach out to Optimum. You have enough clout. He sent me a prototype a long time ago. And then he DM'd me at one other time. So I could reach out, but that's no fun. And anyways, like, he's in Australia. I just want to get one. I was willing to pay at the drop. It fucking sold out in an instant. Did you have more time to test the Pulsar JVX? I kind of stopped because once I finished my review and I went back to Death Adder V4, I was like, this is so much clunkier, it's bigger, but I prefer it. So I haven't used the JVX as much. But I have seen some people with small hands really enjoy it. Clipped and shipped. What did I even say? I would be surprised if Vaxi does that again. Really? What makes you say that? It's possible, though. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was going to fucking make a pinned comment about my Zebra X2 Crazy Light being available from Pulsar. Let me do that real quick. Is your Pulsar mouse the same type size as the Tens one? No. It's the X2 Crazy Light. So it's the X2 mini shape, but much lighter. Pin message. Okay, there we go. Are those PewDiePie keycaps? No, they're these weird keycaps from X-Ray Pad that I've just had on my keyboard for 6 months now or something. Probably not 6 months, probably like 4 months. How are the Magic Ice mouse gates good? Yeah, they're really good for like full-size PTFE. For dots, there are probably better options. I go with X-Ray Pad. Some people like the Ultra Glide skates, but I mean, I'm a Magic Ice truther. It's the Teru keycaps. Yeah, is that like a known thing? Is that like a Chinese thing? Similar to when WLMS did the Fabulous Beasts collab? Did you do anything to the coding on the Crazy Light? I didn't specifically ask for it, but I think it might be different. Do you get the same feeling, Stubby? Because compared to my LA edition, it does feel like a more like rubberized, grippy feeling. And I mean, they knew I liked the rubberized coating from the last one, so it's possible it's this little type of silent update. But I have heard from multiple people they like it much more than the early batch Crazy Lights. What is that? What are you referring to when you say that? Miker Azizu with the Asus FP. Are you going to review the XM2W 4K V2? Yeah, I thought I would get one, but Endgame Gear didn't send it to me. And I hate to get conspiratorial. You guys know I'm the last person to do that. But I was like, is this because I spoke about the malware? And but I don't know. Maybe there's one on the way. Maybe it's out for delivery. But if it doesn't arrive like this week, I'll probably just buy one. Or I could ask, but that's never like the first thing on my mind. Thoughts on Artisan releasing an anime pad before a board Z pad? It's shocking as far as I know, and my phone is just making noises. Let me see. Is this an important notification? No. God, it sounds good. Where's the Dex at? It's on my desk, if you're referring to the GPX Dex. Do you own any custom-built Pulsar mice? Yeah, they sent me like the red, white, and blue one a while back. That was just like the standard version of the X2. That's what you're referring to. I almost just leaked something that would have been bad. Bloatware. What is bloatware? Non-web software? I kind of agree. Make sure to like the stream, everybody. Like the stream. What is the rainbow-colored mouse? This is the Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. So it's not a new shape, but it is using, like, what is it, ultra-wideband tech, and you can see it has, like, a little magnetic charging deal. It's cool all around. It's just the shape is not it. And they made, like, a Cloud Mini. That wasn't a good shape either. I don't fucking know. G-Wolf send you a VUC yet? No. And they also haven't sent me the HTM Pro or whatever. Or, not the HTM. Yeah, the HTM Plus, I think. Have you reviewed any mice from Kaisona? Yeah, the Uranus Pro, whichever their, like, Rocket Cone Pure Ultra shape was. What do you think of the Mchos L7? It's really good for the price. When I used it, the quality and the sensor implementation were like just really shot, but it's definitely possible it's improved since then. I want to see the G-Wolves. I just have a feeling it's not going to be a shape I like. I never like when the like clicks curve down so aggressively, but new mice from G-Wolves, they really are the only people like pushing the lightweight space. Am I crazy when I say that? Like, is there another company really trying to release such light mice? Nobody would even think about releasing a mouse without a bottom shell, and G-Wolves does it. Peace out, breathe. Still no Poland Spring sponsor. I can't believe it. They're just too. It's like they're too big to fail. They wouldn't even. They know they won't lose my endorsement, so they just don't need to pay me. Using 10's Red Edition mouse. I did like the way that mouse looked. I have Jade Air Donuts. I'm running the Artisan Zero and Phantom. Should I change the skates? I mean, it should be fine. You know, it seems like a good combo. But if you have an issue with the skates, yeah, sure. Maybe change it. Is the WL mouse Ying worth a try? I'm a lifetime GPX user, but I think it's a bit big for me. It could be, but that's a lot thinner and smaller. If you have, like, small hands, it could be worth a shot. But an OP1, I think an OP1 wireless is kind of heavy. Yeah, if you want something lighter and smaller, the Ying could be worth. I still don't know how newer batches are. They haven't sent me one. That's the thing. I haven't had one since my OG batch, which I sold for like $60 to somebody. Can you make a white keyboard tier list? No. I don't even know what to say to that. Just like build a custom board. Like not even a custom, but like buy a GT60 and then just get like a white case and white keycaps. That reminds me, I need to make some Zebra keycaps. That's the last thing that really needs to be Zebra. Thoughts on the casuals hating on Riley? I mean, that situation, it was... You respect it because it's like the perfect drama in the way that you respect the perfect crime, but it just dragged on for so long, and I don't know, it's just, I got tired of those tweets, but it was like great. I respect it. I just wonder, what do you make from over 100 million impressions on Twitter? It's got to be thousands of dollars, which is like, at that point, it's worth all of the hate, and like you can probably kickstart a career from that as a cat boy aimer, a cat girl. I love seeing the burgers cry in the comments. Yeah, there was like, I just saw so many, when people were saying aim training isn't real, like, that's just like a code word for aimbot, I actually thought I was losing my mind. And they were like, that's something people actually believe. So we are certainly in some type of a bubble. You think GPX3 will release anytime soon? I have no idea. Probably, like, just an update to the there's supposedly a GPX Mini launching in the fall. UWB only now coming out, that Wise Owl mouse feels like it took way too long. Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see if it gets widely adopted. Because, like, it does provide, on paper, like, advantages to 2.4, but I can't say, like, in my real use that this is the superior sensor implementation. Then again, it is, like, pre-release, and they don't have, like, the firmware, like, shit finalized, so I'm not saying it's shot, but I think good wireless implementations are very good, and we're not going to see anything that just mogs them. Maybe we will. Mad R or Mcho's L7 for relaxed claw. Mad R is a little bit bigger. Then I would say like go the Skyrox route if you want a budget-ish claw mouse. Maybe it's like $20 more. But Skyrox does seem to be good. They're seeming to get back in the game. They're like sending some people like gamers mice. What mouse are you holding right now? It's been the Viper V3 Pro, Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. Those are the ones I was holding. Do you consider Viper V3 Pro still be top tier? Yeah, I mean it's been my most used mouse in like the past weeks, honestly. Loki, a seal of approval badge with a zebra pattern CNC aluminum artisan keycap would be crazy. That actually would be. I see what you're saying. Who could do that for me? Who's making the artisan keycaps? That Sunset Park Micro Center has saved my ass too many times. It's a good store. It's a good store. I wonder if they have any zebra crazy lights still. GPX better? True. GPX is the true Fortnite mouse. Have you tried any of the Matrova pads? I haven't, and every time I stream I get asked, and I never have, but it's just like, I don't know if I need another cloth pad, but it couldn't hurt. Have you gotten the new release Zero mouse? No, I was talking about that earlier, how I just can't get my hands on one. I don't even know what to say. Like, once somebody has it in the US, like a reviewer, I'll just ask them to borrow it and like pay them for a little bit. Is the ATK Sky Xsoft mousepad good? It's just like an OEM control pad with that like Xsoft kind of Chinese pour on. It's fine, but it's not a like top tier pad in my opinion. Acco makes keycaps. I mean, X-Ray Pad also makes keycaps. I don't know who to work with though. Is Matrova even shipping to the US right now? I have no idea. If they're not, then that's just like, it just pisses me off that people ask me to review it so much. Did Vaxi secretly send you the MPO1 Ergo since their events? No, but they are sending me their mouse pads. I think I can mention that, right? Like the PD140 and the 150. And I think they will be sending me that. The MPO1 Ergo, but I don't have it yet. Skyrox QC issues? I mean, I'm sure like any fucking $70 wireless mouse is probably going to have QC issues, and they're probably not going to have the best customer support, but people, they've just foregone like wanting that if you're buying like a budget Chinese mouse. Acco makes good keycaps? Okay, I mean, I just haven't ever like contacted them. Maybe they will though. I mean, I'm sure like there are zebra keycaps already on AliExpress, but I need my cut. You know, nobody's really doing the work for zebras that I am. Call me crazy, but the Boardzy X2 Crazy Light has a better coating. I think Stubby was getting towards that sentiment as well. Might have to start that theory. Have you used the Hitscan Hyperlight again, or is it a shape you don't like? I haven't used it much. It's not that I don't like the shape. If I wanted like a small claw mouse, or if I just had smaller hands, there's a chance I'd use it more. But at like 40 grams, I don't know. I had been using the ATK F1 Extreme a bit, but even then I just stopped using that. What's the last shocking thing that happened? I had a crazy experience on the Long Island Railroad the other day. There was like a St. Lucian politician who, that was like one of the events, and then there was this tweaker on my next train, and then it like flooded on my train home. I was like, Jesus, how is this all happening? So the Long Island Railroad, no seal of approval. And even the subway yesterday, there were these like subway gymnastics performers, and the guy fucking kicked me on my shoulder, which I don't really care about. He like profusely apologized, and he offered me $3. But he was like, I swear that's never happened before. And I was like, I find that hard to believe. But I was just like, you know, God bless, keep doing your thing. Ouch. It didn't hurt too bad. I was already like kind of moving away. I was prepared for it. And the thing is, they give you a fist bump before it starts. So you're kind of like, you're in for whatever happens. LIRR has been wild for me lately also. I mean, I don't ride it that much. And it was, the train that flooded was one of those, like old trains with like the red and blue seats. So I was like, I just knew something weird was going to happen. Like the power was flicking. I was like, wow, this is worth the money. Does the Boardzy Crazy Light get rid of the grinding clicks? It's reduced, but I don't know if anything was like massively done to the structure that guarantees it won't develop some level of grind over time. Is Harlem dirty? I mean, all of the city is not clean. I mean, it's a dirty world. It's a dirty world. That's what the gospel was for. $3 per kick could have been a job. I didn't accept the $3. I should have been like, buy yourself a drink with that. That would have been a good line. What is that colorful mouse on your table? This is the Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. L7 is a GPX clone? No, it's like a X2 mini clone. They do the A9 or whatever, the A series of MCHOs is the GPX clones. 71 gram mouse still good for like CS. What 71 gram mouse though? Like not many good mice nowadays are releasing at that weight. Have you tried the Harp 2 Ace yet? No, a few people have asked me to review it. And I'm like, is it worth it? Like, I saw the price and I'm a fucking reviewer. I can write this off my taxes. And I was like, do I want this Asus mouse? I don't think people really care. But then again, it's like, maybe I should check it out. When is Eric Adams going to do a collab with you? He really should. He's fucking up by not. He's done many collabs with other people. But we should discuss, like, gaming-wise. Because I will vote for him. American trains are so bad. I mean, the subway is generally... I generally have fine experiences on the subway, but other trains are interesting. Bordy, out of topics, but would you have any words for anybody who is battling addiction? I mean, I'm not the person to ask about that. Probably willpower. Maybe not. Maybe it's another quality. Have there been any details on the NPO1? Like the NPO1 Ergo? I do wish anybody battling addiction the best of luck. Thank you for your wise words, of course. L influencer. What should I say? Should I say succumb to addiction? Should I get the Maya X or the X2 Crazy Light? I mean, they're very different shapes. So if you want something larger, a bit more GPX, like probably the Maya X. If you want something smaller, straight sides, good for fingertip, or like smaller hands, probably the X2. I rode the train from Grand Central to a Yankees game, still in therapy. I mean, yeah, it depends. Yeah, that was probably a very crowded train as well. I was on the 4 train going to Grand Central because I went to the fucking East Coast National card show yesterday. Very disappointing card show, not what it used to be. I mean, that's fine. Like, the 4 train just is what it is. That's where the performance was, actually. What are the best mice at different price points? I've kind of... My old videos on those topics are still good. Like Skyrox, Mad R, ATK, MCHO's mice are still some of the best budget mice under like $80. Mice addiction stop of watching boards again. Are you still using the SkyPad Resi and the Final Mouse? Did I fix your mouse addiction? 10 months sober. That is very based. Will you really sit for 2 hours talking about gaming mice on a Saturday? On a Saturday afternoon? I mean, like, what better do I have to do? I'm going to a fucking barbecue later this afternoon, so it's like, why not stream beforehand? It's not like there are any videos to make. That's the real issue. If there were many videos to make, I would be making videos. I feel like I've said everything that needs to be said. I haven't popped up in these streams in a long time. There haven't been many streams, to be fair, Mizu, but how have you been? I've seen you kind of active in my Discord, maybe very active. I mean, I'm not in my Discord much, you know, this is how things are. Deathar V4 Pro skates good for soft pads? I've been using the stock skates, and I haven't had any issues. I really like them on the new SkyPad, but I did have some, like, wobbling with some grip styles. Will you be getting the new Ninjutsu 10 Air? I will be getting it, but I don't know when I will be getting it. Like, if it'll be before it launches, after. Should I buy XM2 or Skyrox V8? It really depends on the style of shape you want. If you want that, like, X2H style shape or something lower and wider. For me, it's the XM2. What does shill puppet? Like, my pronouns in my Discord are, like, I'm a shill and a puppet. Like, what more could it mean? Do you have a Tekusai Phantom video coming up? No, I thought I missed the, is that even going to be for sale? I thought I missed the drop of that. Because that was, like, right around Boardsy Fest, I think. And I just, then I, like, took a break or something and just forgot about it. But then the SkyPad dropped and I was like, oh shit, this is here. Are you going to try the HTM Plus 8K? Yeah, G-Wolves, my G-Wolves reviews pretty much come down to whether or not they send me it. Which they always wind up doing at some point. But I just never have a tracking number or a date. My pronouns are aim/sucks. That is valid. Still rocking the medium comp and Frenzy Sora. Very good. Yeah, that Frenzy Sora, it's worth its weight in gold. What else is there to innovate in the mouse and mousepad market? Mousepads, I really think nothing. Like, I don't think there's a single, like, cloth textile innovation left to be made. It's kind of sad. Come on, what is this spamming? It's this best keyboard on Amazon. I guess it's just a 5-minute timeout just to, like, clear the chat. I don't fucking know. There's probably some decent stuff on Amazon. Maybe, like, an Apex Pro. So you deserve an Apex Pro. More hexagonal type pads. I mean, X-Ray Pad has you covered with the Heavy V. That's a pretty underrated pad as far as history goes. I know a few people who use them. Haven't heard anything on the Orbital Pathfinder anymore. Sucks considering everybody hyped that mouse. I mean, that was a mouse that kind of you just had to hype. It's like it was innovative, but nobody really wants that kind of innovation truly. They did message me. I think I forgot to respond about like sending me some custom 3D printed parts for it. So maybe I will do what I can to revive the Orbital Pathfinder. What keyboard are you rocking? I'm rocking a Gateron GT60 PCB in a Blade 60 case. They even fucking sent to me these new like Spark switches or whatever. But I'm just like, it's not that I'm too lazy to put them in, but I'm like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The 4114 Aero is so muddy. Yeah, I found it to be kind of weird as far as humidity was, and has 4114 released another pad since then? It's fucking crazy. What are these guys doing? The issue is pricing. Price to a lot of people have it. 189 is steep. Wait, what are we talking about? 189. What's 189? A Final Mouse? Was I talking about something? Let me know, Stubby. Do you have the centerpiece ordered? No, but I'm sure Final Boy will send me one. They're like, there's no way they don't. That would be tragic. Pathfinder? Oh, yeah. Pathfinder was expensive. Which, when you look at it, like, value-wise, it's not the worst thing ever. You get all of these shapes. Normal mice, you get one shape. 2 if you're lucky. It's worse than Amazon pad muddiness? You're probably in, like, a humid environment of some sort. Wish I waited on my X2 Crazy Light to get the boards you want? That's tragic, but there's always next time. Lord knows. Gang the Key 83, whenever you're a zebra. Zero comes through, speaking of, don't ego me this time. September's still good. Holding like a $200 order for it. Yes, September's still looking good, but again, this is artisan time. Like, I wouldn't bet my life on September, but hopefully. And I'm not, like, the quantity, I want them to do more than what's currently planned. He hates us in the Discord. It's not that I hate you guys in the Discord, but there are many times in history where people are just left to manage on their own. The price makes sense. Like, yeah, you gotta like, it does cost a lot more to develop the Pathfinder than anything else, or you'd think so, at least with all of like the custom parts. I can draw on mine by scratching it with my nails. That's the case on a lot of hybrid pads. More board Zcast when? Who would be a guest? We can't get Rocket Jump Ninja. I mean, this is the impossible guest to get. We'd have an easier time getting Vladimir Putin. That was a funny meeting. I liked how Trump was like, we agreed on a lot of points, not everything, not the biggest one. That's a funny way to put it. Get Viscose on Boardscast. Doesn't Viscose have her own podcast? I could go on there. I don't know if I'm welcome. Amazing water bottle from Poland. Yes, the Poland Spring. And I've had an issue getting the small style of water bottle that I usually get. I mean, look at the mice through the water. Just a beautiful fucking image. You should diversify and do IEM reviews. What's a good set? And wow, my stream just froze right as I put my water bottle in front of it. That's actually crazy. But hold on, let me turn off the camera. Have you seen some esports players playing with the white EC2 DW? Yeah, a few times. I thought that was intentional. No, my camera just overheats every now and then. So you guys can look at this for like a minute while it cools down. IE900s are good. Poland sponsor time? I mean, fuck. If anybody can get me this sponsor, that would be a miracle. Poland's water choice is the main reason I stick around. Shows great taste. I mean, it really is the best water, and I've tried a lot. You probably don't care about headsets, but in your experience, what's the best headset you've used? I mean, the DT990s have just become very standard for me. I've actually used like a solid number. I've used the Focal Clears, HT58X, Hi-Fi Man, Sundara. I don't know why I had like the Israeli like Hamas pronunciation there, but I've tried a good amount. Have you tried diet water? I don't know what that means. I've never tried any of like the flavored water nonsense. That is beneath me, I feel. Mangird T Pros are good higher end IEMs. How are Fresh Reviews IEMs? Didn't he release some? I just feel like with IEMs, it's just like there's something new always releasing. I guess that's the case with mice. Seems even more so. Will you collab with the Daz? The gap in your stash makes me giggle. Yeah, I've actually had the same thoughts numerous times. With Daz, I don't know. I mean, I sent him that mouse. I should go on that podcast, actually. The fucking, what is it called? The Mousecast? That would be funny. He's working with Tekusai. Me? I'm not. I was thinking about it, though. I was saying, I gotta ask somebody. Somebody has to make a stained glass mouse. I just realized my camera is still off. Oh, Fresh Reviews and Tekusai are working on a mid-low budget IEM. Interesting. Well, see, I don't need budget. I just need something good that doesn't feel like my ears are being harassed, which, like, I don't know if that's a possible thing. I think that's just, like, the feature of IEMs is the way they attack your ears. Have you checked out that Angry Meow Infinity Mouse? I don't see the appeal of it. It just... It's, again, like, it's an interesting feature set, but I don't think it's actually a good mouse. Maybe it is, though. Only bad thing about T-Pros is they're quite big. Yeah, I just doubt I'll get into IEMs, but it does seem like a lot of people care for IEM reviews and just audio in general. But I definitely would not have any good input to add. I thought it was Setup Sunday. No, it's Saturday. I mean, theoretically, I could do a Setup Saturday, but... Yeah, I don't know. Probably a Setup Sunday next Sunday if I actually can commit to this weekly streaming schedule. Where's Rex? He's somewhere. He should, if he came into my room, I'd put him on my desk. Hurt your ears like how? The comforter, the sound, the comfort. Like, I've tried IEMs like 4 times now probably over the years, and I can just never get okay with it. It's very weird. Should I swap to Hien from Zero? If you want something like rougher and faster, possibly, but nowadays I use more cloth pads than like textured hybrid pads. Do you use an amp/DAC? Never seen it on the desk. I used to have the shit Magni and Modi, like some type of shit stack, and then it broke one day, like the power, and I was too lazy to RMA it, so now I just plug my headphones into my Focusrite, which I actually don't anymore. I just realized looking over, and I just plug it into my PC apparently. So now, I used to, but then everything broke. So now I just plug it into my PC. What keyboard are you using right now? Just the Gateron GT60. Pulsar did send me their new keyboard, but apparently it wasn't released, and I can't talk about it until either this Monday or next Monday. I'm not sure which Monday, but I can't talk about that. But it's a keyboard, you know. The thing with keyboards, I don't know if anything good is releasing besides the upcoming Wooting. Like, I've just been using my GT60. I haven't had people in my ear telling me there's a better keyboard. Is GT60 a substantial upgrade to Venom 60? In my case, it was, because the Venom 60 was, like, just weird. There was something off about it performance-wise where the input just didn't feel good for me. And the GT60 feels incredible. So, in my case, yes, but I don't know if that's universal. Some people were saying that they noticed the GT60 feeling off as well. Who knows what it comes down to. I was thinking, like, maybe it's like a polling rate or a scan rate issue. Pocky Power, I have no idea what you are saying. If what that means. Maybe it is. What did you eat for breakfast? I had a taco left over. Chinese brands like Everlage or Morkblade are going crazy these days when it comes to HE boards. Everglide. Okay, well, I've never heard of Morkblade, so that just shows where I'm at when it comes to keyboards. What did you eat for lunch? I've not had anything for lunch. I'll be waiting until I go to a cookout later. or I'll probably eat some type of grilled meat. Is the coating on the Ultra grippy? Yeah, it's a grippy, it's like a solid rubberized coating. One thing I find weird is just like the angle of the clicks. I've found it very weird to play Fortnite. They don't feel, I don't even know. Just look at the, it's not really any form of comfort grooves. Did you see the EDG X Artisan pad? I did. I mean, Artisan has all sorts of pads coming out. What mouse do you main right now? It's been the Viper V3 Pro. Do you like the new Fortnite season? Not really. I've been playing Fortnite a lot, though. Even with my issue where the game, when I close the game, it crashes my PC. I've accepted that is just a test of my faith, so I've been sticking with it, just playing Fortnite. But the new season, the first few days, I would just like, there was that launcher that like did damage through builds, and I was like, wow, this is awful. So I've mostly been playing Reload, but I should get back into the new season. Heard the shotguns are very good. How's that Pinoy mouse? It's good. I mean, it's Filipino developed. Nothing on the mouse market has ever been that way. I mean, I guess Fantech is a Filipino company. It's an interesting shape and like design concept. Truly, for an Ergo, it is unique, but it's just not. It's not it for me. Peterbot incident. He's already past that. It's pretty. Like he's fucking Peterbot. Let's play FNCS Central. No, my ping is just too high to Central. Then your ping would be high as well. It's just we wouldn't place. If we were on 0 ping, though, we'd win. So, unlucky. It's a slim Ergo? It is. Best performing Ergo prefer without software needed? I mean, so I guess that does not include the Death Adder V4 Pro. You can run the GPX Dex without any software. Vaxi with the E1, they have like very optional software. Zowie, I guess, I don't know. Have you ever thought about making your own gaming mouse without any other brand? No, I've certainly thought about making like a shape with a company, but just like doing all of the infrastructure on your own makes no sense, like from a financial standpoint. Like when a company already knows how to make a mouse and you can just work with them, that's a much more feasible route. Unless you just want to like make a shitty OEM mouse, but that is obviously not what I would want. Have you received any V2 from Endgame Gear? Yeah, I reviewed the V2 OP1 last month or earlier this month. Not the XM2 though, which I don't know where that is. Use onboard memory for Logitech? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Have you seen the NPO1S V2 Ergo photos? I have. Looking forward to whenever I get them in hand. Have you tried the knockoff SkyPads from Taobao? No. I tried one of the weird, cheap Chinese glass pads, which was like solar panel glass. Has the winner been chosen? Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing a giveaway for one of the Zebra X2 Crazy Lights. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe like a number? Like I'm thinking of a number. I'm not going to do it right now, though. Wait, hold on. Let me see. How long have I been live? Been live for 30 minutes. I'll do it at 50 minutes. In 12 more minutes. Don't guess yet. You got, like, you can't even think of the number I'm guessing. It's that big of a number. The guy who won last week's giveaway, though, in Setup Sunder, whenever I streamed, he didn't ever claim the mouse. I was like, let me know your shipping info, and he just ghosted me. 6'7"? Yeah, I was telling you guys about that St. Lucian guy on my train, and he was like, he said 6'7", inadvertently. He was like, this guy has 6 or 7 allegations. It's sad, because I can really do his voice well, but I just don't want to be doing that accent on stream. It's very sad. I'm cucked. Do you think Razer will make a Viper V3 wired? Probably not. Maybe. They already have the Death Adder wired, so I doubt they'll be making a new version of that. And they just haven't done the Viper in wired form. They have the Hyperspeed. Knockoff SkyPads from Taobao. I did write a very in-depth article on it. Feels very similar to a 4.0, but has extremely bad availability outside of Asia. Yeah, getting stuff from Taobao just doesn't seem easy. And what is up with the Pikachu Viper V3 Pro? I want to get that, but it just seems... I can't believe how expensive it is. I guess that's the Pikachu tax. What is the mouse with the little lip on the back? It is the G-Wolves HTS2 Pro, the new batch, and it's like this because it doesn't have a bottom shell. And the only way it can like get removed from the mold is because of this lip, which I don't like understand as a plastics manufacturer, but I will take G-Wolves' word for it. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. So it's like a 27-gram mouse. It's obviously going to be no bottom flexing. I covered it in a video. How's New York? It's been great. You know, how could I hate the city? How do you enter the giveaway? In a few minutes, I'm going to ask you guys to guess a number between. Fuck, I don't know how. I don't want to make it too high. It's gonna make the chat unreadable for a little bit, so I gotta prepare. You're an op. I mean, if you act like that, why would you get the mouse? Jordan showed me shipping from Taobao to the US and it was like $100 for the glass pad. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Have you tried the TJX base mod for the Viper V3? No. I don't really mess with base mods because I just don't trust like 3D printed bases. Is the weight of the Black Lotus worth it? I didn't find that to be a good mouse at all. Ask us to comment on a video you're thinking of, and the first one to guess it right wins W engagement farming. That's possible. But I don't know. I'll just do a number for simplicity's sake. Is there like a website? No, this is too much. What is the monitor? My monitor? I use the Sony InZone 480 Hz OLED. And which I don't know if there's anything better than currently. Like, is Zowie 600 Hz better? You know if pros are testing some unreleased mouse pads? Blue ones? I have no idea. Like, what company? Is it like a... I'd presume it's a cloth pad. I'd say, like, check Mongols as sponsors. PMM mouse mod kit is not worth it, in your opinion? No, I'm referring to, putting a 3D printed bottom shell on, like, a regular mouse. 3D printed on mice on their own, like, there's definitely merit to them. Yeah, generally, I mean, it's not like a 3D printed mouse is going to be my first recommendation. I held a Crazy Light owned by a friend, had a good shape, out of my budget. Similarly sized Cloud XS? I wouldn't say, it's not a similar shit, just because of how different the sides are and just the profile is. I wouldn't say they're too similar. There are like budget options for the Crazy Light. What is the most unique shape releasing in coming months? That's a good question. Is there a single unique shape? That's what I'm like very in a pensive pose right now, trying to figure out. I guess the G-Wolves Vuk, would it be it? Can anybody in chat help me out? Are you going to review the Asus ROG Ace 2? A handful of people have asked, so I guess I should at this point. Well, now you retracted your message, so maybe I shouldn't. There's going to be a 3D printed OP1 8K shape with some internals from Parade mouse mods. Could be very interesting. There are a lot of OP1 lovers out there, but I think they kind of like the weight. Because it's a part of the mouse. Review it, I swear it's good. Has Asus turned a new leaf? Is this true? What's that paintball colored mouse? It's the Wise Owl Cloud Ultra, which is an incredible design. But I just don't like the shape. It's like kind of... the way it flares out is very weird compared to something like the XM2. OP1 is too heavy, but the shape is great. That's kind of what they made the Wise Owl, or not the Wise Owl, the fucking WL Mouse Ying for. You have any news on the ASR11 Ultra? No. What is that? That reminds me of the ATK Duckbill or whatever their Tens Mouse clone is. That's like $110. When I saw that, I was like, is this real life? We have $110 ATK mice. Go to music genre. What does that... What? I become a music influencer? Is this what you're saying? 54 grams is heavy in 2025? I don't think that's true. Maybe if you want like a very light mouse. Yo, Elias Ortega with the $5. Much appreciated, man. Is there anything considered an upgrade from the DeathAdder V3 Pro yet, or should I wait for something better? I'm not sure if you've seen the DeathAdder V4 Pro, which released last month, but that's the closest thing to a direct upgrade. But yeah, if that doesn't satisfy you, I don't know if you're still fine with the V3. No problem with sticking to it, but once again, appreciate the $5. Now, like, favorite music genre? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite genre. I don't listen to new music. I've been listening to a lot of speeches lately, which sounds insane to say, but it is what it is. Where's he coming for Anthony Fantano's spot? No, I think he's got it. Mongolian throat singing. Reminds me of the Walmart yodeling kid. Death Adder V3 is still one of the best mice you can have on the desk if you like the shape. Yeah, it was a pretty good deal, like last month for Prime Day or whatever. I think it's worth it to upgrade from the Mad R Major to the Death Adder V4 Pro. I don't have any problems on the shape. Like, if you know you're going to like the Death Adder shape and you're willing to invest a larger chunk of money into a mouse, I mean, I think it'll be a very solid experience, but it is a much different shape. What is known about the NPO1 Ergo? That it's going to release, and that they wrote a little Facebook post about the shape, I think. Is the Sayakib HM80 no longer your main keyboard? Yeah, I haven't used that in a while, because I spilled something on it, spilled coffee on it, broke it. They sent me, like, the aluminum premium version. I just never, like, wound up using it. It's really, that keyboard got griefed by an unfortunate incident. Since gaming mice are dying as a genre on YouTube, will you start reviewing fragrances? That's a good question. I think it would be... I would have an easier time pivoting into politics than, like, fragrance reviews. I really, like, I want to be the mayor of New York one day. And when I say that to people, they think it's like a joke, or it's like some kid saying they want to be the president. But I really think I could be the fucking mayor. Maybe not, though. Mice are not dying. I would say mice are, like, interest in mice is dying. There was a different genre, like, of, I forget what it even was, but I was watching a YouTube video. It was talking about, like, some type of art or finance market, like the videos on that on YouTube, and they were like, there's so much saturated information out there, people just don't care to watch long form content. So if you get what I'm saying, people probably just don't want to watch long form content, mouse reviews, when there have already been so many made. Like, people have their mouse. Taken a politics class yet? They're fun. No, I've, like, studied the ancient Greeks, like Archimedes. That's gonna get me far in the political game. I would vote for you. I appreciate that. See, and that's why I've been doing these Boardsy Fests, so I can have some voters. That's been my ulterior motive. Mayor Boardsy, it has a nice ring to it. Jet West 2.0. Oh, WestJet? Did he actually run for mayor, or you're saying, like, I could make his videos? I couldn't, like, do that style of content, but, you know, God bless. Gonna do a review on the XM2W V2, and is it your main mouse? Yes. Or, I'm going to do a review. I'm not sure if it'll be my main. There's a chance I'll, like, wind up using it for a long time once I get it in. In theory, is it going to be so much better than my current XM2W? No, but that's just kind of how mouse releases are. How will you fix high rent prices in NYC? I don't know. I would just kind of revert to NYC to, like, the 1880s. Like, keep civil rights and all that, but I don't know. Greeks invented democracy and ostracizing people. They were great. Exactly. Your shorts feel similar to his videos. Whose videos? Like fucking Pericles. I would just plagiarize Pericles and I would become the mayor. I think this is a good plan. And homelessness? Homelessness doesn't seem too bad. Eric Adams figured that out, so I could be his protege. How do you feel about the new theory of Donk's mouse gripping, because having that mouse sensor on your palm allows you to have high... Is that what Bardoz's video said? I saw the thumbnail and I didn't watch the video, but I will watch the video. But I don't have any thoughts on the theory. What's the difference between the WL Mouse Nihil and Omron switches? The Omrons have just always been better in my experience. The Nihils are just a mechanical switch. What's a good upgrade after a VXE Mad R? An upgrade is needed? That's a good question. Depends what style of shape you want. If you want something larger, a bit more curvature, better hump for claw. There are just too many mice. to easily give like one recommendation. Xtrfy M8 $40 a good shout. I still really don't like that shape. Like, there's a reason it's so cheap, you know. But it's not the worst deal ever at 40. I wouldn't buy that though. Like if I was in the market for a budget mouse. Swear the XM2 shape is the best shape I've ever felt. That's a very real. Like, it just works for claw in such a way. And it's like if it was altered in any way, like if it was a little bit thinner, a little bit less wide, it just wouldn't be the same. What's your main mouse currently? It's the Viper V3 Pro, but it's not really like this is the only mouse I could use. It just happens to be like what I've been maining. Also, I've been using the Death Arrow V4 quite a bit. Best shape on the mouse, best shape and mouse on the market right now is the Zybo. I mean, it's on my table somewhere. Here it is. Has it accumulated much dust? Not really. I mean, I could see this if you're a palm gripper or just some type of relaxed claw where you want a like very small, wide ergo. I could see it being a very good shape. I like it more than the 10s as far as shape ingenuity works. Razer shill? Yeah, I mean, just in my day-to-day life, I've become a Razer shill. It's crazy. What's your honest opinion on the Lamzu Thorn? I mean, at this point, isn't it kind of a bit outdated? Like, they haven't done a update on it in a while. But, I mean, it's still like a fine, like $100-ish ergo. But I don't know. It's not something I think about much. What is the CPM on your gaming mouse reviews? It's fucking terrible, I'll tell you that much. It is terrible. I have a friend who does, like, sports media, and he gets, like, 15 on his videos. I'm like, what the hell? Lamzu fell off? Are they just, like, kind of... Do they just not care as much? Like, the Maya X was kind of their peak? Is the 2000 Fun Zero your main pad? No, I almost said plug it in. I just put it back on my desk yesterday, and I don't really have much of a reason for it. I was using the Londa Blitz, and I was like, oh, I might as well test this as well. Won't they just make Aurora version of Thorn at some point? I mean, you think they could have done that already, right? How do you plug in the billion receivers? Well, no, I just plug in one at a time. But yeah, each mouse does come with a dongle, so you gotta manage the dongles carefully. Gaming mice videos won't pay rent. Will you move to politics, fragrances, fashion, or IEMs? Wow, of those four, if those are my four options, politics, I mean, it has to be politics first, probably followed by IEMs. I could just, like, smack myself in the face until I'm a great IEM reviewer. Fashion, I'm about as anti-fashion as they come. Maybe I could, like, make anti-fashion videos. Be like, Jesus said the best clothing was humility. I could just preach like that. What do you think of the Attack Shark X8 Pro? No, I think that's like kind of outdated. It's like a budget mouse, but it's not very good. Should start another politics channel. I'd watch that. No, I can't. I'd have to like reform my views. Can't just like say insane things. Go the tech Joyce route and make automotive videos. Nah, that's not really. It's never been my interest. Dude, you look like the DEA guy from Narcos. I watched a few episodes of that in my high school Spanish class. Because my teacher was like, you can just watch this because you're ahead of the rest of the class. But I don't know who the DEA guy was. No, you wouldn't. You very much can say insane things. That is also true. But it's like that may reflect poorly on the mouse reviews. You gotta keep the clean image as a mouse reviewer. You doubt the markets that are around? Yeah, but it's like similar to my views on peripherals. Like, I have views that just like all sides will not be happy with. You live in NY, of course you're not a car guy. I'm happy you can understand. Give up on politics, everyone's corrupted, and you never know who's actually trying to be helpful 1 minute, selfish the next. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with being the mayor. It doesn't seem fun. Like, you gotta have all these fake relationships. There's, like, powerful donors. It may not be for me, getting into real-life politics. Best mouse in your opinion? Maybe a Viper V3 Pro as far as flagships go, but if you want, like, something sub 40 grams, small and light, it's going to be way different. If you want an ergo, it's going to be different. Is the number you're thinking of a baking and cheese? Oh, yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. I'll do that in a few minutes. Let me see if I've missed any questions. Hassan has to be baking back? I mean, Hassan's like a multi-millionaire. I mean, it's probably... I actually don't know. But Easily that amount of money. But yeah, I'm guessing a number, or I'm thinking a number, between 1 and 100. The first person to get it will receive a Zebra X2 Crazy Light. And yeah, go crazy. It's not 100, it's not 26, it's not 9. It is 67. Wow, Cavo, you win. 67 was the number I was thinking of. The third guess. That is pretty fucking impressive. I may do this once more. Once more later in the stream, okay? Because I do feel bad, because that was an easy one. Fuck, and if it wasn't 67, it was going to be 42. I just saw LDC said that in honor of Jackie Robinson. But yeah, next one, it won't be a meme. It'll be a true. I'll run some RNG in my head. Have you thought about modding the cable of an X? No, like bare braided wires, that's... I just don't really care for that. If I were to main it, maybe. I'm not saying it's like awful, but it's just not worth the care or the time. That does... I have used one at one point. It was like an old Microsoft IntelliMouse that was modded that I had a BBW on. I owe it to the St. Lucia guy. I don't know how shipping is going to be to Malaysia, but we're making it out of here. Maybe like I'll have Pulsar send one if they're willing to. But yeah, you can just DM me on Discord and we will figure it out. Yeah, I gotta try to find the video of the St. Lucia guy. Wait, I actually think I sent it to my friends. Hold on now. Yes, wait, is this it? It is. Okay, you guys can hear this audio, right? Maybe. Yeah, I think this is the logo.
No. Station here. No Station 7 charges for admission under investigation.
Yeah, I think he said it. Well, that's an excerpt of this very shocking video. Thoughts on an Air 58 mod? I don't know. At one point I had one made wired, or made wireless. I just never used it. Do the impression? Not now. But it is a very easy voice to do an impression of. You just gotta like move the facial muscles a lot. Yeah, there is the new blue mousepad from Zowie now on their site. It's so weird. Like Zowie releases a new mousepad, Vaxi releases a new mousepad. Like, what is the level of intertwining between those companies? I look forward to winning the next one. I'll be on the International Space Station for the next 8 months. Is that actually true? It's like such an... You could have lied, but it's like, who would lie about that? I wish you luck in space if that's really happening. Did you try Battlefield 6? Yeah, just for literally one game, and then I deleted it. It's never been my style of game. Since I first tried it on the Xbox 360 many years ago, I was like, wow, this isn't my style of game. I'm not a little cattle. I don't belong in a game this big. Are you friends with Adam Friedland? No. But I did watch... Which of his podcasts did I watch? The Blake Griffin one. I was like, this is actually that was pretty good. What's your PC specs? You don't want to know. Like, the specs are fine, but my PC is fucking... It's on its last legs. I have a 4080 and a 7950 X3D. But yeah. The issue with Fortnite... I think it is a Windows, like, paging issue of some kind. So you were, like, a COD kid? Yeah, BO3 was my favorite, like, COD growing up. Because I was just, like, too young to really appreciate, like, BO2 and stuff like that. How is that on its last leg? No, like, the specs are fine. It's just when I close Fortnite, my PC crashes. I went over this last stream. I've accepted that it's just a curse, but I have a cursed PC, so you don't want to get a cursed PC. Time to get the 50 series? Maybe it is. I do have like a lot of GPU noise at points. You still haven't fixed the crashing issue? It's been a month? It's been more than a month. It's been like 2 months. I've just accepted it. Like it's kind of a part of my routine now. It's like if I want to restart my PC, I just close Fortnite. The only inconvenience is I like can't play Kovacs while I have Fortnite open in the background. Had mine for 5 years, and I'm still using it until it's on fire. I respect that. That's kind of how I want to be with this one. MW3 is it? I don't get BO2 hype. That's when... There was crazy skill-based matchmaking in BO2. I was just, like, too young to even understand that as a concept. I don't know if you answer or not because I tell my parents, but what's your favorite headphone? Just the DT990s are what I use. Probably historically, like, my favorite that I had were the Focal Clears. I would listen to, like, music with fucking, like, FLAC audio. That's what it's called, right? FLAC files. That would sound pretty good. Yeah, probably just try factory resetting. If it's not a hardware problem, do a fresh Windows install. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done that. Done everything short of that, and resetting BIOS. Why did you only play one task on Voltaic Season 5? What one task did I even play on Voltaic Season 5? Fucking target switching one? I sent over the friend request mayor boards a year ago. Yeah, I'll remember you when I'm mayor. I'll fucking do some big things for Malaysia. You haven't done it because reinstalling Windows is annoying. That's also the truth. I've really hoped it's going to go away one day, and it just hasn't. It just hasn't. This is the Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. It's such a good design. Like, it really gets the people going. But it's not a good shape, in my opinion. I'm from Bay Ridge 2, down from Alpine. I don't live in Bay Ridge, but I can easily walk to Alpine. Oh, what a great Greek area. Control Sphere Intermediate? Oh, I think that was just because I was playing the finals. I was like, I need to play some tracking scenario. That was just like the first one that came up. And then the first score I got on it was like so bad, I had to like play it until I got a respectable score. Floating head, since you love Bean Click. Yeah, no, it wasn't like, I didn't really go out of my way to play the Voltaic benchmarks. Maybe I should. What's your audio setup right now? Just DT990s. Really not putting much effort into my audio setup. What aim style / form are you most consistent at? Probably like, I don't know. I like clicking scenarios with like a small amount of targets. Like, I don't need 6 targets. Yeah, probably target switching. That's what I've done the most, at least. Inside of my HotES wireless is disgusting. I'm never getting another honeycomb mouse. Yeah, that's the thing with G-Wolves. Like, they're willing to make a lot of sacrifices when it comes to, like, having empty space. So, I can just see this mouse getting kind of ugly. More targets is just speed clicking? True. Speed clicking has its place, though. How many hours do you have in Kovacs? I have no clue, like, what the actual amount is. When's the last time you played a Fortnite PG 1v1 wager? Like, an actual, like, wager on a website? I don't think I ever have. I've done a few Zone Wars, and that was never a fun time. You contact Paradise Pads, he might send you all of the Matrova pads. I will consider this. Triple or quadruple? That's the thing. Like, when I first got my PC, I got like 1,000 hours within like a year or year and a half, because I would just like leave my PC on Kovacs overnight. So I have like no idea what the real amount of hours is. Shout out to your Filipino friend Slidebug. Yeah, I mean, Slidebug's doing his thing. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing his thing. So he posted some Battlefield clips. That's what he needs to get back to. Can't imagine Boardsy running a Zone War token. You'd get cooked? No, I do the cooking. If you buy a mouse today, what are your top 3 picks? It just, you'd need to say like what type of mouse you're looking for. Like a small mouse, medium mouse, like what kind of shade. There are just too many. Do you still play the finals? No, I haven't played in like a week or 2. Just back on Fortnite. Do you have a job? Of course not. I'm a postal worker. Deliver packages. Small hands. There's a good amount of options, like Hitscan Hyperlight. If you want something crazy, you can go like fucking the new small G-Wolves mice. Obviously my X2 Crazy Light Zebra, if you're fucking looking for that. Have you played Battlefield 6? Just, it's not my type of game. I did technically play one game I realized why I don't ever play Battlefield. Reinstall Fortnite. I've reinstalled Fortnite, reinstalled Epic. I just haven't reinstalled Windows or like reset my BIOS, which are probably the two things that will fix it. But like, why did it happen to me? You know, that it's such a weird thing. Nobody else has their PC restart when they play Fortnite. But it is what it is. Do you still use the GPX2 in the big 2025? There was a point of 2025 where I did, but I haven't in like a month or two. I don't know why. It just kind of collects dust. But I think there's a chance I'll go back to it and then I'll just prefer it over Viper V3 Pro. It kind of just happens. You go back and forth. Fortnite curse, I guess? It really is. It's a curse. It's a test of faith. It's all of the above. Need to get an OLED monitor. I just hate the 27/1440p when I'm playing Valorant. Yeah, I've kind of just gotten used to 27 inches, but a lot of people do treat it like it's the devil. Do you think CR05 is going to be a groundbreaking pad? No way, right? Like, why wouldn't they release it first if it was going to be groundbreaking? I feel like it's got to be the opposite. It's got to be like, breaks our expectations in terms of the disappointment. Logitech new mouse next year, probably? They have to do something. They did do the decks recently as far as Logitech's schedule is concerned. Thoughts about Sick having a stupid take about aim training? I mean, so many people like everybody on the internet posted their take on that, so many of them are bound to be stupid. Except for me. I withheld. I was like, people don't need my input on this. I should have done a mouse cam analysis. That could have been very good content. Check cheap Viper Mini float. The ATK F1 series is much closer, but I guess the Ippy float, like, it could work. Have you tried the Jules HTM Plus? No. Best skates for a Zero? I enjoy, like, Magic Ice full-sized. Plenty of X-Ray Pad skates work. Jades, Jade Airs. Jade Ultras actually are pretty good. Opinion on the Catgirl VF6 clip. I don't think it's cheated, but then again, I've learned you can't ever say that somebody is above cheating. Like, I can't say there's no way there was some fucking form of cheats used, but it doesn't look cheated. It just looks like when I watched it, I saw many instances where it's like obviously not just snapping on directly, but I guess the lay person who watches that, they're like, this is impossible. I like Ice V2 on my Zero Soft. Yep. It's another good option. Just anything high quality PTFE. Moki Sniper had the most interesting take. I don't think I saw it. Again, so many takes you can't see them all. Like 100 million impressions. That's hard to really put in perspective. Like, there's never been an aiming clip that is just fucking gone that viral. I don't think there ever will be. Because it was the perfect crime. It was the perfect crime. What are your top 5 Kovac drills? I don't know. Bean TS, probably number 1. That's just the best scenario out there. Only way to detect cheating is slow-mo clips. I mean, like, the shimmy clips, in comparison, look way more... Like, there's an obvious, like, sense of locking on. Have you seen the new Incot Superlight? A new Incot mouse? I mean, I believe they released one, but I have not seen it. Any publicity is good publicity? Yeah, I mean, it started out as, like, just people saying it's cheated, but then it seems like as the days passed, people kind of accepted it, and there's a level of respect. You see Click going back... Wait, what? What are you talking about, Lucky Hipster? Ridley is def not cheating. I have quite a few hours in aim trainers and peaked at VTGM. Yeah, but that doesn't mean somebody... Like, there's no way they could be cheating. That's just, like, my mind... Like, anybody playing. Matty OW. He could be running this, like, fucking 5-year-long cheating scandal. We don't know. People can do all sorts of things. You gonna be getting the new Dragon Lore Viper V3 Pro? I don't even know what that is. I just want to get the Pikachu one, and that's gonna be, like, fucking close to $300, so I don't think I'm gonna be buying any other Vipers. Click said he enrolled back into high school. Isn't he, like, 18? Isn't he, like, done with his high school years? Good for whatever, yeah, good for Clicks. What Riley is doing is definitely possible legit. Yeah, exactly. That's the lawyer speak. That is how I feel about the situation. He's 20. No, wait, Clix is not 20. No fucking way. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea how old Clix is. I just thought he was like, if he was like 14 when the World Cup happened, would he be 20? Damn, that's crazy. Do you aim train every day before you play FPS shooters, or you just run it down? Not anymore. I'm not religious about aim training, but your aim always feels better when you aim train, so there's really no reason not to. It's just a matter of laziness. Yeah, World Cup was ages ago now. Yeah, I guess, God, 2025. That happened in not 2025. Prime Life. Yeah, I was working at a zoo back then. That was during my zoo era. There's no way a Crazy Light is 35 grams. With dot skates, I think mine came in on my scale at 36, so it's probably like 35 point something. 2018 through 19 Fortnite will never be done again? Yeah. And it's kind of sad. Like, you play Fortnite nowadays, and you're like, just, Jesus Christ, like, what's going on? That's why the revelation of Reload was pretty big. Which one should I go for between HCS Ultra, Skyrox V6? I mean, if you want the cheaper option, obviously go Skyrox. But if you want, like, the lighter, like, kind of pushing the boundaries more, I'd say G-Wolves. Like, this is... It's, in my opinion, the best, like, low 30 grams small mouse, because it actually, like, is a viable shape for me, and none of the other ones are. Gold Scar for 15-year-old me, core memory. Yeah, like, those early seasons of Fortnite. Wow. I cannot believe I didn't get any earnings when Epic was giving money away. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't play the Apple event or whatever. Or that was, like, literal free money. I played World Cup, or not World Cup. I played Winter Royale at one point with a friend who got, like, really fucking mad when we lost a game. That is a core memory. Decent time with Fortnite season, but that's about it since Season X. Yeah, I didn't enjoy last season too much. I don't know why. Love to play OG. That's full of bots. Yeah, I saw they made it, like, Season 5 OG. That was surprising. Holy Unk, Winter Royale. Yeah, see, that's, what was that, like, 17 back then? I was back on, was I on console? I think I was. Hot take, I just got an X2F and benched my Jewel's Fenrir ASIM. Interesting. Well, you're probably, like, you probably never belonged on, like, such a small, light fingertip mouse to begin with. Which is a theory I have for a lot of fingertip mouse users. That's good to hear. Valorant Ranked is full of smurfing now. Yes, you're in your 20s. Loki assumed you were 19. Yeah, I just have that, like, the youthful spirit. I'm 22. What's that, fucking... See, that's a good speech. RFK spoke about that. Spirit of youth. Not the current RFK, the dead RFK. You are an unk now. True. Did he give away the zebras? I gave away one zebra, not the other. The next one will be given away at what time? Like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so? Did you order a Zero Mouse blade to review? I wanted to, but I just couldn't. I could not get one. Like, I just missed the drop. That's a JFK? What do you mean? Oh, the new Wise Owl. Is it, like, officially released? I've got money to burn. What are the top fingertip mice? Have you tried, like, a ULX small? Like, that's really, like, my choice for the way I fingertip. But I would just look at, like, G-Wolves' website. See whatever appeals to you. DM Optimum? I guess I can. I guess I have to go to the last result. Stop. Last resort. God, I can't speak. Stop touching the Viper, touch the Zebra. Okay, will do. Yeah, especially with the giveaway coming up. I mean, look how beautiful the mouse looks with the stripes and all. The old RFK is JFK. What? I mean, Robert F. Kennedy. He existed. We're not gonna whitewash history. RFK2 was killed, just like his brother. Damn, that X2 would look mighty fine on my desk. We'll just fucking figure out the number I'm thinking of and guess it, and you'll win it. Do you think changing the encoder on a GPX2 is a good idea? If the encoder's fine, no. I think it would just be, like, kind of a waste. Unless it like really bothers you. Is the gap between Artisan and other brands still big? Not as big as it was like years ago, but I still consider like Artisan pads among them. And they do have, like, very few other brands have a fully fledged like lineup with the amount of hardnesses that they do. Guys, I didn't say guess the number yet. Best carbon fiber mouse? None of them are really truly carbon fiber besides Zaun as far as I see it. Yeah, of carbon composite mice, what is there? It's like decent. Obviously, like Final Mouse, WL Mouse, Ying. I don't know. Any other good ones? What's the closest flat pad to QCK Classic? I mean, maybe like an Artisan Zero. I know what you mean by flat pad. They're all plastic? Yeah, that's what they're really glorified plastic. Because carbon fiber, it's like expensive to work with. W chat control? Yeah, it's hard to control the chat. It's like a bowl. I think most dust has went into it. I feel like I should just open it and clean it. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Good luck, Troll God XD123. Do you actually think that Aviv was a cheater? No, I think I said that sarcastically. But again, I don't think anybody's above cheating. So he very well could have cheated in the past. I thought Peterbot was cheating when he was fucking using that SteelSeries rival and just like had the most insane like surge aim. There was just one clip where I was like, yeah, Peterbot's gotta be cheating. Maybe he was cheating, maybe he wasn't cheating. Aviv was so obviously cheating. Look at his ADS clips in chapter 5. I believe it. I mean, there's the old quote, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And it's not like people are suddenly too moral to cheat in Fortnite. Or any game for that matter. I thought Koyota was cheating. His clips always had like a crazy look to them. I never thought it was like cheating. I thought it was just like Japanese dexterity. Majority of those T1s have cheated once in the past. I was thinking about making some dynamic keystroke things with like the Wooten keyboard to like not cheat, but like advanced macros in Fortnite. But I couldn't like really think of anything good. There's got to be like, I don't know. Japanese kids are crazy. I don't think any of them are cheating. Yeah, they may be above cheating morally. Never thought someone was cheating. I'm too gullible. Happens to a lot of people. Yeah. That's what cheaters rely on. They rely on the common good of people. Something about Agers using his Wooting for cheats. Apparently there's like a way to get aim assist on Wooting, but I don't think that's true anymore. I think that was true like years ago. But Fortnite still does ban Wooting from Milan, so they allow all other Hall effect keyboards. So maybe it's something with like the like controller movement that you can more or less get with Wooting. I just don't know how that would work like in Fortnite. Are you going to look at viewer setups? That's not today. This is a non-setup Sunday stream. Every so often I just have to just sit here and read chat. That's racist. What did I say that's racist? Presuming you're talking to me. I think the only reason why anybody should cheat in a game is if they're making money off of it. Well, with that logic, anybody who wants to make money, should they also cheat if they're going to be facing people who are going to be cheating to make money? I think this is just I think it's all morally wrong. I think that's a slippery slope. They allow the thumbstick at Landit, though? Do they really? Does anybody actually use that? Banning only Wooting? Yeah, I mean, it is kind of insane, but pros don't seem to mind. But I wonder how much less popular these Apex Pro would be if Wooting wasn't banned in Fortnite. Aussie Antics? Well, I don't consider no hate to Aussie, but I would not say... Is that like a real LAN? Like the Pro-Am? Maybe it is. I just don't know if they'd have like the same standard for like fucking globals. When is globals? That's like next month, right? Earnings show up on Tracker? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It was just a Pro-Am, like, you know, pro-amateur. It's not like pro-pro, like professional. Pro-Am was the same as globals. Well, then, God bless, you know. Use your fucking little analog pad. Go crazy with it. How does the Phantom compare to the Beast? The Beast is like... I actually don't have like a good comparison. I need to do more testing. But the Phantom, there's just like a speedier feeling. It's certainly lower friction dynamically, but I can't really say how they feel in terms of like smoothness. I feel like I remember the Beast being a bit more comfortable. Like, it's not like the Phantom's uncomfortable. It's just like too fast. Globals is gonna smack. Yeah, they better use interesting peripherals. That's what really matters. Isn't double movement in the game? It is. I don't see the point in the stick. Yeah, I don't really understand why people use the stick at this point, but they probably have their reason. You just bought a good mousepad for a first time from your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Hope you enjoy the mousepad. What was it? Yeah, make another vid on their peripherals? I definitely will. I wonder who's going to win, though. I saw Peterbot switch to his drop spot. Would you prefer X-Lite V4 Size 2 or ZywOo? Oof. Maybe, like, I'd wind up palm gripping the ZywOo if I, like, had to main it, but I wouldn't love either of those. The X-Lite V4 Size 2, it's just, like, kind of a EC2-ish shape, which I can't do. It's not that I can't do it, it's just I get so bored of it. Haven't had an Artisan since the Heian. I'm just stuck on glass. There's so much glaze on Ferdoxy right now. I don't know. You got Peterbot to switch drops. Then again, Poyo did. God only knows. I have super small hands too. Lots of options now. Yeah, there are a lot of options for small hands. So you can move while doing anything. 90% of players can't edit and move to the right. Yeah, I guess that is fair. I just don't know. Like, how are those in terms of input lag? I've always felt like they were somewhat janky. But that's just, like, feeling. I've never actually seen it. It's probably fine, just for the movement. HES Wireless was it for me a few years ago. Now there are mice that could fit inside of it. Yeah, I mean, the Hot ES2 Pro is, like, so much smaller. And the Hot ES was considered a, like, super small shape. You watch a lot of Fortnite comp? No, just like the main events. Like, I'll watch the grands every season. And like my Twitter feed, it's like fucking half Fortnite, so I just ride with it. Are glass pads worth it as a permanent replacement of the Raiden mid? It could be, but if you enjoy like the softness and like the cloth feeling on the Raiden, you'll probably prefer that. But you just want something like speedier, will last forever in theory, could consider glass. What is that goofy G-Wolf shell called again? It's called a unibody. It's like, it's not two pieces, it's just one piece, if that's what you're referring to. So the G-Wolf's HTS2 Pro. Very innovative design. But the fucking fact that they just removed, like, the volume from the back of the mouse. It's kind of insane. It's just not really that good for claw anymore. Is the Raiden Orange different in feeling to the regular one? Possibly just a little bit. I don't have, like, pads from the same batch to really compare. Orange might be the best color Artisan has ever released. Yeah, back when they released the Orange Zero for the first time, that was, like, really innovative. It's one of my best videos, my review of the Orange Zero. Thoughts on the OP1 W4K versus XM2? It's just, I mean, do you want, like, a thin shape, or do you want something, like, wider? If you have smaller hands, the OP1's probably a bit safer, but if you like claw and you're used to larger mice, XM2. Still using QCK performance speed, but man, this thing does not do well in humidity. Yeah, that was my concern with it, especially like in the summer, higher humidity. And how long have you been using it? It could just, like, some surfaces like that, just like the Raiden as well, just don't stick. Do you think the Razer Cobra Hyperspeed's worth it to buy? Not really, man. I don't think it's a good small mouse. I think there's, like, cheaper Chinese lighter stuff that's just better. Like, more higher effort of a release. You know, the biggest mouse reviewer is a Fortnite player, considering most of the game's player base uses the same keyboard and mouse. Yeah, and that's honestly why I've been so sympathetic to the GPX, while so many people are like, wow, GPX is outdated trash. It's like, fucking Peterbot uses it. Like, most people, like, that word doesn't mean anything to them, but jeez. And there is something I've always felt with the GPX, like just the wireless and the click timing just feeling better in Fortnite than other mice. But it's very hard to actually quantify. But Fortnite players know. Then again, like the Viper V3 Pro also feels like exceptionally good. Are you guys still here? Is my chat frozen? About to do this next mouse giveaway as I've hit an hour 25 into the stream. Oh yeah, fuck, my chat was frozen. There's like way more messages. Awkward. I was surprised to see you do a Crazy Light collab because I've seen you. Thought you like bigger mice. Yeah, I've always been a fan of like some small fingertip mice, like the ULX Small, the Crazy Light, WL mouse. I mean, similar to Final Mouse, but yeah. I've always, because I used the Ultralight 2 way back when, so there's always been a soft spot in my heart. Do the giveaway at 150? Okay, yeah. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, everybody. 3 minutes. Got to think long and hard about this number. Have you seen the Ying 75? Yeah, it's probably so-so. Why is the Pikachu Viper V3 Pro close to 300? It's pretty much closer to Viper Mini 6. It's insane, but it's the fucking Pikachu tax, and then it's the China tax. And how is the yuan doing? How is the Chinese RMB doing as a currency? I don't really know. Do you still like the Hyperlight? I still recommend it as a small mouse, but I don't really like use it that much myself. God damn, like running out of water. What the hell is happening? Lamzu Energon, a good mouse pad. It's a like solid speed pad. I'd say Infinity my speed's a bit better, but that's the only thing available. It's fine. What's the giveaway? It's a copy of the Zebra X2 Crazy Light. What does so-so mean? What did I call so-so? So-so just means not very good. It's like, it's okay. It's not the worst. It's so-so. What keyboard do you main? Gateron GT60. But I honestly haven't switched off in months. I got the new keyboard from Pulsar. You're trying to farm accusations like Radley CS. Do you think fingertip mice are the play? I mean, if you use as a fingertip mouse, obviously you just gotta copy what the best people use. But you could totally do it on a claw mouse. Like, people claw the OP1 and have, like, better target switching than that. What's your opinion on the Mcho's K7 Ultra? I don't know what the K7 is. What shape is that? I presume, like most Mcho's mice, it's just a clone of something, and it's, so-so. Our favorite word. I like the HTX, it's just so expensive. I never liked the HTX or the HTX Mini. How do we enter to win the giveaway? I guess I'll do it right now. You just gotta guess a number between 1 and 150. The first person to get it will win. I know the number, but you guys gotta guess it. Oh god, this is going too fast, too fast. Don't want to miss the number. Okay, nobody's gotten it. One person's been close. We've had 2 people be close, actually. Yet nobody's gotten it. Oh, wow. Wow, everybody's very close, but you guys have avoided it. You've guessed one less, one more. You have not gotten the number, though. Now, can somebody fucking guess it? Am I gonna have to, like, give a hint? This is insane. Oh! Creamy! Guessing 112. You get it right. Good God. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed in you guys not reading my mind there. And if somebody guessed 112 before Creamy, I mean, I don't think it happened, but you can fucking reach out to me. I was reading through those numbers like the best. Congratulations, 112. There's not a reason I picked that number, but it was very fun seeing like 111, 113. I was like, whoa. I guessed 112. I literally guessed it. Fuck, I don't know if I can investigate. There were just too many messages sent, but good game. Congratulations to everybody who entered. I was farthest away. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's a good way to give away a mouse. I hope everybody's been having fun. How has your Death Hour V4 been treating you? It's been fine. Like, this unit's really good. Coding's good. But they made me send back the black unit they originally sent me because the scroll wheel was squeaking. It did wind up fixing itself, but they still just like wanted to see if they could recreate the issue. It was an insane issue. Most reviewers, I don't know if they would mention that. My Superlight Black has been getting these permanent sweat stains. Have you had this issue? No. I remember back when the OG Superlight dropped, like the white version would yellow or like the coating would come off. I read your mind. 111 was too basic. Yeah, 111 too basic. 112, simple. Going up to 150 though, that adds a layer of difficulty. Just DM me on Discord though, Creamy. So who is it? Creamy and Kuda, whatever the other name was. Winners. Why don't you like the HTX? It's just a smidge smaller. It's just so much lower, you know? And the sides, like there's just not enough room for like my thumb and fingers to rest on the side. It just really doesn't. I just don't rock with it. Have used TJ Exclusive's base weight reduction mods? No. I don't even think they ever sent me one. I just don't like using 3D printed bases. I feel like sometimes the weight of a base like helps keep a mouse like on the pad. It's like not really an issue. It's not an area I want to remove weight from. And again, that is kind of schizo. Thank you, Mayor Boardsy. Of course, you got it. That may be all for the 2 giveaways though. Yeah, I can't just immediately run for mayor. I'd have to like run for other political seats. I think I risk Andrew Cuomo saying I've never had a job. Like I reviewed mice. It's a real job. Are you going to review the Phantom? When is it going to be available for sale again? What's the fastest cloth pad that's very good against humidity? The pads from like the Artisan Zero, Laonda, like Blitz, honestly, probably pretty good. But there's going to be some level of humidity effect on almost all cloth heads. What do you think about cutting a mouse in half? Like actually just like chopping the back off of a shell? I don't recommend it, but you can probably pull it off on a good amount of mice. Maybe you just have to like adjust the battery position, reduce some weight. Have you picked up a solid side Beast X yet? Yeah, I reviewed it months ago now, whenever it released. I educated people on how to best allocate their extra hobby funds. Yes, that is very LinkedIn coded. That is how I would phrase it. My GPX2 built up static electricity on my Zero Soft. Artisan did. Some of their newer pads have like conductive threads to reduce that, but I never heard of it happening on the Zero. I think the Type 99 does have like conductive threads that should prevent that though, so if you want to swap off, but I don't know. Yeah, that never happened to me though. I've used a lot of Artisans over the years. My arm sticks to the Raiden like glue, but I can use other pads in glass with no sleeve. That's very weird that the Raiden would cause an issue, but glass pads wouldn't. Did you do an online giveaway for the Zebra Zero already? I'm not sure if I have, actually. No, it might have only been Boardsy Fest. I should have honestly taken less of them to Boardsy Fest, because I only have, like, a single-digit amount in my apartment. I should have, like, kept, like, 15 or something. I kind of fumbled there. Not that I'm saying I gave away too many at Boardsy Fest, but now I just can't give away as many online. Do we think Zoran will be as good to the mouse community as Eric Adams? I don't know. We've never gotten his opinion on gaming mice. Should do some influencer outreach. They don't realize how much pull I have in the city. I know that was way more common in the past. Yeah, it was more common because there's really no reason to chop a mouse. Like, you can't really shave off that much weight on the... considering how light shells are nowadays. Why is the hand got a face cam now? What? Hand cam, face cam. It's all a camera. Oh, another phone notification. Wonder what that could be. M-Show's A7 Ultra versus L7 Ultra. I don't know, man. That's a fucking crazy question. It's all the same. It just depends on the shape you want. And those are like... It's like I don't really speak the language. I don't know what the K7 Ultra is. I'd say get them all for like the price of one premium mouse. Any update on the Artisan Boardsy collab? It's looking like next month. In theory, it could release in a month, but I would not sit on my hands until that happens. 112. Wow, you are probably watching the stream on some type of delay. That's like really funny. You win, Jaina. So, what's the oldest mouse you have on your table right now? That's a good question. Is it the GPX2? Am I that much of a mouse new gen as far as my desk is concerned? I think it is. Which pad are you collaborating on? It's the Artisan Zero. Yeah, I've made it I've posted a few videos about it. It's honestly been in the process for close to 2 years now. Any mouse similar to the Pulsar 10s? I mean, the Pulsar X2H is very similar. What mouse do you main? It's been the Viper V3 Pro recently, but it's not like this is the only option that I'd like recommend, but it's just what I happen to use the most. Where will we be able to buy our Zebra Pad? Of course, Artisan's website directly. I presume JP Gaming. I'm not sure about other like worldwide retailers. Like I don't know about like Max Gaming, Awesome Odd Shop, but possibly. But definitely Artisan's website and almost certainly JP Gaming. I just hope they make enough. Because if it's like, if they don't make enough, that's so sad. Hello, Phobia. What is the colorful mouse? It is the Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. I want to get the EDG Artisan so bad, but I don't know if it's limited to China or Shoei. I don't think it will be. I just don't think it's released yet. I think it'll release at some point. And I think fucking the store... How did I forget the store's name? That's actually so bad that I forgot the Japanese peripheral store's name. But they have a pad as well, it's looking like. It's because of this 2000 Fun Pad. That's the only Asian peripheral store I can think of. My phone just randomly fell down. It just happens, I guess. Is it good? I'm sorry, I just tuned in. Is what good? Oh, the Wise Owl Cloud? It's like a good mouse. The tech is good. It's just not a good shape, in my opinion. For me, at least. It's just really... I can't comfortably claw it. Is the Zero Mouse Blade review coming up? I've gotten asked that a lot, and the issue with the Zero Mouse Blade is I just can't get one in hand. But I will message Optimum. I will take it to the highest level. Number you're thinking of is Drain Gang. I've not been listening to much Blade. Have any of them released any music? God knows. Is the white coating on Death Adder V4 same as the White Viper V3? I don't think so. It's not like it's... It might be. I just don't have a White Viper V3, and I know it's not the same as the glossy Sen, obviously. But yeah, it's not like the black Viper coating. So yeah, it might be. Ever tried Adderall for aiming in GTA? No comment. I mean, you gotta realize, like, 2021 era, who knows what was being consumed. What do you think of the website Max Gaming? They're just, like, one of the best peripheral retailers in EU, as far as I know. People have always complained about their prices, the fact they don't ship to the UK, stuff like that. Well, actually, I don't know if people care about the UK anymore. Cool mice. I also like the Zebra look. Very World War I retro. Really? That is... Never thought about it that way, but yeah, it's definitely some type of retro. I've been thinking about like doing different colored zebra stripes. I don't know why. That's just like... It's been very appealing in my mind. Like a red stripe? Who thinks of that? Best mouse pad for super glides? Maybe like a Cordura, like some type of plastic pad. I don't recommend super glides on cloth. Reminds me of old Shaq shoes. That's actually a good one. Shaq shoes used to be crazy. What do you think of the Skyrock V8 for Fortnite? A little bit small for me, but if you want like that type of aggressive claw shape, I'd say go for it. If you want something light. Yeah, I just don't know how like the side button, main button quality will hold up to like intense Fortnite usage. What's your top 5 mice? I don't know. Should make a video on that. Because there are like some... I haven't made a top 5 video in a while. Or just like a main setup video even. It's been a good amount of time. Are you making a full review on the 10s? No, I'm going to make a Pulsar Pro Series roundup. With a good amount of mice. So expect that in like a week or two, something like that. Look at general chat, I will after the stream. I really doubt you said 112 and I missed it. Top 5 Boardsy collaborations. Have there been 5? Yeah, there actually certainly have been. I could make a tier list of my own collabs at some point. I just know that video would flop. In World War I and II, they used to paint ships in black and white stripes because at distance getting the angle wrong by 1 or 2% is a lot. That's actually pretty cool. Surprised I didn't know that. We'll look into it. See if there are any ships I can take inspiration from. Top 5 fingertip mice that I hate. Still, one of my best bits was when I made like a best mice for fingertip video and just didn't include any like dedicated fingertip mice. That pissed a lot of people off, and it was very worth it. They release a new Pro Series mouse just after your roundup. I would not be surprised. I mean, that's the thing with when you're making a Pro Series mouse, there are all of these games, all of these pros, you can wind up pumping out a lot of mice. It's actually crazy just how many like mice Pulsar makes. Like just different options. Do you think Lethal Gaming will restock the loans of Blitz again? I don't know. It's possible. That's more of like the whale. I think if Lethal's down to buy it if the whale is willing to sell it. Then again, maybe like the Pulsar Lethal thing, I don't think that actually has anything to do with it. But yeah, I don't know. No promises. Any tips on how to be a good content creator, peripheral reviewer? I mean, it's tough nowadays. It is tough. It's really just about grinding and like interacting with viewers. I think a lot of people they interact with the like community of like other reviewers a lot, but they don't like talk to the people actually watching the videos. Do you have any idea what the whale's talking about on X recently? What do you mean by that? Like just the AI tweet? I mean, he talks about all sorts of stuff. That's kind of just how the whale is. He likes AI. The formal term is razzle dazzle camo. Wait, that's actually pretty tough. Are you gonna grab that green Viper V3 Pro? What green? Is there a new Viper? How many new Viper V3 Pros are there? Good God. Like this Pikachu one's gonna be outdated. Surely you're gonna get the Pikachu Viper V3 Pro. I mean, jeez. Gotta get banned from mousepad reviews to become a good reviewer. Yeah, I remember I got kicked out from that Discord or something. Pulsar gonna send you Pulsar X Vispo? What is that? It's if Pulsar's making it, there's a chance I'll get sent it. There are leaks of the green version. Interesting. You have to test the Mcho's L7 Plus? Is that like Pulsar X2 like standard? Because like the L7's the mini. Why are the coolest colors only in Asia? There's got to be something with like Pokemon licensing where it's much cheaper in China than America. I don't know. Would you own any Dharma Shark mice? I have a handful. I don't like actually use them though. I think I may have sold a few. Dragon Lore Viper V3. I've heard about that. I haven't seen that though. I mean, good for Razer, you know, capitalizing on the mouse. That's what Logitech did many years ago with the GPW. Who invented sidebones on a mouse? That's a good question. Who did? I would avoid all Mchos that are not Ultra. If you want the software, you need to contact them on the chat for some sketch executable. Yeah, that is very weird. Yeah, when I used Mchos mice, I tried to stick to Ultra. And even then, do they still not have a web software? It's kind of surprising. Don't have a Skyrox, but I would bet on clicks of Viper Mini if I was anything to go by. I don't know what that's trying to say. Can you compare HS Hot ES2 Pro grip width to the OP1? I don't have an OP1 on my desk, but I can compare it to the X2 Crazy Light, I guess. The grip width on the mouse isn't like what makes it feel small, necessarily. Microsoft was the first mainstream sidebone mace, but they probably didn't invent it. They have a web software, but it's only for Ultra? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, a mouse like the X2A and GPW with sidebones on both sides? Yeah, it's just not very popular, I guess. Nobody uses a mouse with their left hand. I hear it's like music outside. It sounds like GTA San Andreas. Do you feel Filipino after using a JVX? Of course. I mean, I feel Filipino a lot of the time. Thoughts on XM2 8K White Frost? I don't know. The White Frost on Endgame gear, I'm always going to be like kind of suspicious of. I just prefer the like solid colors, but if the quality's fine, good. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have one. Again, do any reviewers, like, does Fresh Reviews have one? Does Aim Adapt? I actually haven't seen an Aim Adapt video in a while. Is he still doing his thing? Would you ever main any Piranha mouse mods mice? Not until they, like, figure out the clicks on 3D printed mice. It just doesn't feel good enough currently. And even, like, the weights are incredibly light, but it's something about them feels hollow and just, like, not for me. So I would never say never, you know? Never say never. Why do I keep wasting money on mice when I really just always go back to the Viper V3 Pro? Sometimes you need to spend money to prove to yourself that one mouse is really the best. Tempered Edition Beast X Opinion? I thought it looked really good. I don't see them as often as I thought I would, though. Desperately need a review of the HTM Plus, but it's delayed. Yeah, no. Not much you can do when a Jules mouse gets delayed. But yeah, if I was like a CS player, I'd probably own that Beast X. Now that they have the solid sides, I should do a Zebra mouse with them. Should just collab max. They look kind of mid. Are they actually good? What are you referring to? Is what kind of mid? Are the Viper Mini Clicks better or Skyrox V6? I don't know. I mean, Viper Mini Clicks. I'd say Skyrox V6, the Omron Opticals, are probably better. B6 Mini and Arson Rating a good combo? It is, but the thing is, might find that a bit like fast and hard to control if you're not used to like a small mouse and a fast pad. Mcho's K7 is a Viper V3 Pro with magnetic charging at 59 grams. Yeah, I just can't really care. The Kaisona, I thought they had a lighter Viper V3 Pro, which like that could be a decent clone or like the newest version of the ATK X1, but it's just most Viper V3 clones are like too heavy. It's very weird. It's like companies can't get a large shape like light. What are your settings for the X2 Crazy Light? 2000 polling. Since I have donut skates, I've been using highest LOD. Again, what else even is there? I don't use turbo mode, but I guess you can if you want. Wait, yes, do a Fortnite tournament? No, I was thinking about doing an AIM tournament for like a Kovacs comp for the Zebra mouse, but I'm sure I could set that up with Pulsar. Boo? I mean, a Fortnite tournament would be ass. Like, what would that even be? Like an NA Central? Like, because there are definitely people from EU that watch me. That's the thing with Kovacs. It's offline. Anybody can do it. K7 was a return for me. Weight distribution and sensor placement feels wrong. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, Mchos is not exactly fucking prime endgame gear. Or like Razer flagship quality. Do Kovacs Fortnite's boring? It's not even that Fortnite's boring. It's just not global. Anyone can easily cheat it, yeah, but I'll have like some fucking professional Kovacs VOD analyzers take care of it. What are those donut skates? These are the X-ray pad, just Obsidian donuts, just regular Obsidians. I hold my mouse kind of tilted. Is this a sign to get an ergo? Not necessarily. Like just a tilt grip is it's a natural thing. It's like depends on the mouse though. It could be. X2 Crazy Light or Unius Black Lotus? I'd go with the Crazy Light. Like the fake carbon fiber. Like the Black Lotus has no coating. I just could not fucking handle that mouse. I gave it away at Boardsy Fest, but I couldn't find the dongle, so somebody had like has a wired version of it now. Thoughts on getting a mouse that has more of a controlled shape? That's a big mouse, like the Beast X Large or Viper V3 or Lambs. I mean, that's the type of stuff that I actually wind up like maining long term. I think if you have big hands, it's probably just a better deal. How do I convince my dad to let me buy a Viper V3 Pro? He says it's too much for a mouse. I mean, he's probably right. If you're young, you're on a budget, you probably don't need a Viper V3. I mean, maybe if like you have a Christmas or a birthday coming up. Don't buy Viper V3, it's such a waste. I wouldn't say it's such a waste, but if you're on a budget, you can definitely find something for under 100 that'll get you like most of the way there. OP18K for 80 is such a steal. Is it on a sale because of the new version, or I guess maybe it's just still at 80? What do you think about fingertip mouse where you can change sides and customize it to your own preference? Kind of like the orbital mouse, but for fingertip? It could be interesting. I doubt it would have staying power, though, because with fingertip you want light mice, and that's like necessarily heavier. What's your favorite dongle design? Probably the new Razer. It has a lot of like, it's just kind of like an egg almost. I don't care too much about dongle design though. WO Mouse at the start, they were just doing crazy shit. I do have a lot of respect for that. Hello, Haro Korosu. What dot skates do you recommend for a Type 99 mid? Probably Jade Airs is what I would wind up using. You get a nice little color match going as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like the dot skate expert. Who is though? Does anybody review mouse skates? Somebody's gotta. What are your current mains that are on the bigger side? It's really just been the Viper and the Death Adder. Very boring, but I haven't been using many larger mice, or just a large variety of mice in general. Melon FPS, he used to, but I don't know if he does anymore now that he's like kind of working for X-Ray Pad or whatever. The Meow cat dongle is fire. Yeah, they've done that on a few mice, the cat dongle. Those are good. Like, that's a good one to stick to. Better than the fucking Rubik's Cube. Are the Artisan skates or Jade skates faster? Jade skates are faster, like, consistently. I had issues with the Artisan skates, like, slowing down with humidity. But when they feel good, they do feel good. But it's just a matter of how long that lasts. PTFE is just like, it's fucking so good. Is there a mod with the Viper Mini shape opening on 8K internals? Not that I know of. I mean, there's some Piranha mouse mods, mod kit, most likely. Have you tried any Ultra Glide skates like the AliExpress ones? I don't think so. Didn't you retire? Yeah, I thought I did. I thought there was more to life than mouse reviewing, but it turns out no. Like, there's nothing else to do. You just gotta wait for mice to release. Can you review the Mchos K7 Ultra? It's a Viper V3 clone. People are saying the weight distribution's ass. Nobody cares about magnetic charging, sensor position. It's like, probably not. I might review the Kaisona Viper V3 Pro clone. Like, it's got to be better. It can't be worse than the Viper V3 Pro, like, weight-wise. There's no chance I'm going to use it. What is the worst mouse you own? That's a good question. I mean, I own the Booga mouse and the original Model O still. Best skates for a rougher cloth head like the Fnatic Dash. Wow, Fnatic Dash. That's not a name I've seen in a few years. I'd say, like, Magic Ice. Like, just Jade's Ice. Like, just any type of PTFE could be good. Like, full-size skates, probably. You don't want to run dots and have it be more textured. Cheaper alternatives to the Viper V3. Well, see, I did shit on it, but people have mentioned the Mchos K7. But, I mean, if you have smaller hands like the Skyrox V8, it's a very good budget mouse, like less than half the price. Please try the Jewels Hot ES Ultra. I fucking reviewed this at the start of the year. It's a very good mouse. I spoke highly of it. But I don't know what else you'd want me to say about it. K7 Ultra is pretty expensive for Mchos. How much is it? Is it over $100? Does Mchos have the fucking gall to charge over $100 like ATK? Because, I mean, I'm going to, like, lose my mind. What's that red mouse you have? It's the Sentinels Edition Viper V3 Pro. Do you see forward sensor positioning being a big thing? No. G-Wolves, that one, I don't know how that's going to be. Like, maybe I'm missing something with it, but I don't know how I'm going to take advantage of it. Paid 130 AUD for it? Fuck, what's the conversion? It seems like, what, 90 probably? Too much, my friend, too much. AUD, what a currency. Using V3 Pro on the board C0 as we speak, truly zebra pilled. That has been my main combo for a lot of the last month, so great respect for that. It's just, I mean, it's like so peak. It's like, what more can you ask for from a setup? Go next, Zebra Crazy Light giveaway. I already did 2. I think 2 is where we're going to max out at. Then again, 152 into the stream, probably coming to a close soon. Yeah, and I'll just do some giveaways in some other form. Why don't you start giving away the mice you use anymore after reviewing? I mean, I do. I'm just not going to... The thing is, like, when I give away a mouse, that means I can no longer reference that mouse in a future video. And when you have the hoarder mindset, you don't want to, like, get rid of things you might use in the future. Then again, you read through the hadiths, it's like, Allah is not like a hoarder. And then it's like, God, you just really can't win in this life. Mchos lists the K7 Ultra at $79 without shipping. Okay, it's a bit expensive. No, not the end of the world. Baited my 42 pick. This is unfortunate. Can I buy a signed one? See, I shouldn't say no. But yeah, the 2 that I've given away will be signed. OG Model O wireless is still clean. I don't know about that. What happens with the new like glorious mice? Do they still release mice? What's the rainbow splatter mouse? The Wise Owl Cloud Ultra. I will have a review out on that soon. Do you review vertical mice? I think I made a video on that one a few months ago, but generally no. I mean, it's just like kind of trash, no hate to it. Threw out my G100. Wait, why would you throw them out instead of like donating them to the fucking Smithsonian? Those are pieces of mouse history. Does the Cloud Ultra use Raisha opticals? Whatever it uses, I don't like the feeling of them. It doesn't sound like Omron opticals. Collecting pre-Mayor Boardsy memorabilia. Yeah, fuck it. The more I think about Mayor, I don't know if I could like do the whole mayoral thing. When will I be able to buy your Zero collab? Hopefully sometime next month. I'd say follow me on Twitter. You will know. Like, I'll make it known there. Have an Ice Mat V2 to donate to the museum. Nice. At least you still have that. I remember I was looking on eBay for those like years ago, and they were surprisingly cheap. You're using a Hall Effect keyboard, right? Yeah, of course. I've been on the Hall Effect wave since 2019 or something, like a long time. Pulsar X2 crazy like close to the Viper V3 Pro? No, it's much smaller. And also much lighter. Keep your soul and skip the mayor thing. Yeah, but I wanna help the people of New York City. That's what I really stand for. But then again, it's like not really every person. Like when I was on the LIRR and there was that crazy guy, and he was just going like clapping his hands, punching the window. It's like I don't really want to make the city that much better for him. What mouse would you recommend for 19.5 by 10.5 cm hands? It's a pretty similar hand size. It depends like what you want. Like Viper V3 Pro could work, Maya X could work, XM2W could work. World is really your oyster at that hand size. Just depends on like the shape, style, weight preference. You excited for Final Mouse's supposedly new mouse? Of course I'm excited, but Final Mouse also has a new keyboard dropping, and I think until that releases, we shouldn't even think about them as a mouse company. When is the Cloud Ultra releasing? I don't know. I thought when they sent me it, it was like kind of close to releasing. Do you get recognized on the street often in NYC? Not at all. Like actually, like people walk up to me and are like, "Are you Boardsy?" Like very low single-digit amount of times per year. Start doing pizza reviews. I don't think that's really for me. Then again, it does seem like it would fit though. It's like a very easy transition from mouse reviews. I mean, the Boardsy seal of approval, still a thing. Rename Wall Street to Waldhack Street. No, we could have like Skypad Street. Or we are going to dead name Waldhack. That just wasn't a good name rebrand. We can say that much. Is the Pro 2 Lightspeed just the old G Pro? Yeah, it's literally just like they released the G Pro wireless in 2025. Like, nobody knows why they did it. You suggest a 40-gram OP1 shape besides the WMLC Ying? I don't think there is one. That's the only one that exists. But there should be. I get what you're saying, though. Like, there should be a plastic version from, like, ATK, Skyrox, like one of these clone companies. What games are you playing these days? Really just Fortnite. And, I don't know, I tried the finals for a little bit. There is nothing... Like, what else is new? Like, I'm not going to play Battlefield. Maybe a reward for recognizing? You know, I don't think I want this. I don't want people to be trying to find me on the street. Maybe short form, will this pizza grease harm the mouse coating? Well, that's just like mouse torture. Find any particular skates paired well with the Rat Mat 2? No, I actually don't remember. I kind of forgot I had the Rat Mats. I was trying to get all 4 of them, and then I gave up on it. That's life. No single-player games? Yeah, I've never been, like, a single-player gamer in the same way I don't, like, watch movies or TV shows. It's just, like, I abstain from many things. Let's look at it like that. Spider-Man 2. I did play one of the Spider-Man games. That was the only single-player game I've played in, like, the past few years. Wukong, never played it. Thoughts on the Unius? It's just not good. I don't know why I get asked so much about it. Oh, well, I guess it is like another OP1 sub, but it's so much worse than the Ying. Like, I wouldn't even consider it. Inca looks a lot like the OP1. It's more of a ZA13, but the OP1 is like a little kind of like the ZA13. It's a Fortnite life. Life is really about Fortnite. When is Setup Sunday? Next weekend. Hopefully. Hopefully I stream then. That's crazy, Boardsy. What do you even do besides Fortnite? All sorts of things. I don't even like play that much Fortnite. Like, there have been points in my life where I've played many more hours of Fortnite per week. Not even FPS ones like Trepang 2 or Doom Eternal. No, I mean, if I was like fucking 42 instead of 22, maybe I'd play Doom Eternal, but you gotta realize I'm just a zoomer. None of these games appeal to me. Other rat mats are brutal to find, and the shipping to Australia is abysmal. I mean, shipping to Australia is probably better than America, you'd think. Maybe not. But yeah, they are. Collecting rat mats is not for the average man. I actually think a German guy offered me one, and again, I didn't respond. Like, I can remember all of these things I don't respond to, but I can never remember to respond. It's an interesting predicament. Unk acting like he's still a zoomer. I mean, it's my generation, right? You're not gonna fucking gatekeep me from my own generation. When will you make a tier list or a top 10 list? I need to make a tier list. I need to make more list-style content, because this is what's good content. I just stick myself to reviewing these individual mice. I want to make like a top like mouse company tier list, but other than that, like what type of videos do you guys want to see? You look like you play golf? Not at all. Literally never. I've like gone to a driving range once. I'm not like rich like country club golf white. Tier list of Boardsy tier list. I remember I did that on stream one time in 2020 and people were like, you gotta stop doing this. This is the worst content. It's like, damn, truth hurts. If you could visit any mouse factory, which one would it be? That's a good question. Maybe like G-Wolves, it seems like the most interesting things go on in that factory. One of the Final Mouse clone companies, there's a video like the Final Boy meme with like the young Chinese woman working there. There's all sorts of it. Like, I'd really be grateful for any. Gateron offered me a tour of their factory. They're not a mouse company. I do want to go to China next year, just Asia in general, and visit many factories. They're all like kind of in the same region. That's what I've learned. Logitech R&D would be the best to tour. Yeah, but that would just, it would feel like a sponsored bit, you know? It wouldn't be like an authentic, like I want an authentic like Chinese factory tour. Like I don't want like Logitech's like PR team like showing me everything. Do you have any saved clips you can show us? Saved clips of what? Like gaming? Like I don't know what you're talking about. You should meditate with monks? Yeah, I should. I should become a Buddhist. Flex your Fortnite clips? Nah, I can't. That would it would be too much. Just my next video though, I have a crazy Fortnite clip coming. You'd actually think you'd be watching it, you'd be like, wow, did he have Peterbot play on his account? It was to win a game. Oh my god, I can't even. Make a montage? Nah, see, I'm not a montage guy. Of whatever, games, etc. I mean, yeah, of course there are plenty of clips, but nothing really worthwhile. You should do a stream at Mongolia. Yeah, I could become an IRL streamer. Will you ever build your own mouse? Yeah, very likely at some point, but not like a 3D printed solo project like Optimum did. And it's not even a solo project, it's like Final Mouse internals. It would just be like a shape with a company. Are the R&D costs of mice so high that X2F just costs more than my full aluminum keyboard? Pulsar obviously has some margins on the X2F, let's put it that way. But it does cost a good amount compared to like just a standard like plastic mouse to produce. Guess your viewers' Fortnite ranks by reviewing their clips? I feel like anybody who's willing to submit has to be like good. Like there's nobody who's like hard stuck in like elite in Fortnite. It's not like Valorant. Like if you're good, you just get Unreal. That's the sad thing about Fortnite Ranked. It's like they just can't figure it out. I don't think there's any way to do it. How does the Viper V3 Pro feel in your hand? By the knuckle? It's too low, but I don't view that as a bad thing. Like, I don't want knuckle contact in that area, if that makes sense. But yeah, you can kind of see. Do Valorant clips then? That could be a good idea. I'm just not really a Valorant person. That could be some type of theme for my next stream. I start doing themes. You can get Unreal without insane build mix. I mean, there's like the Bush Camp Dad meme, but building definitely helps. Yeah, you could just like grind out just like fucking playing placement. Have you tried the Esport Tiger Ya Sheng V2? No, I haven't tried an Esport Tiger pad in good god, fucking how long? Stream games? Well, especially with my Fortnite PC issue, that really throws another wrench in an already muddy water. Best mouse for feet? I don't know. I'm surprised nobody's ever made like a feet aiming video. If my feet weren't so fucking big, I would do it, but it's impossible. Like, is it not possible? Like, do feet not have dexterity? I can pick things up with my feet. I think I could move a mouse. When's the last time you played Valorant? Not this year. Either 2020... Yeah, probably sometime in 2024. Will you ever stream on Kick? I don't know what the point really would be, so probably not. But if they offer me Mr. Beast money, possibly. Really appreciate your grind on mice and mouse pads. Everyone take care. Yo, peace out, Kevin Rice. Appreciate you stopping by. Got the XM2W off your suggestion. That shape is perfection. Glad to hear. I mean, yeah, it's one of the iconic claw grip shapes of all time. Just use. Do you play Apex? No, I was always an Apex hater. I was like Team Fortnite, and that did play the finals, which like it didn't remind me of Apex, but it felt like a game that Apex enjoyers would like. Opinion on the new Cloud? It's just the same shape, so that's really like the only major difference with this Cloud is like the sensor, like the UWB tech. And as we can see, my camera has frozen, which I think is a time that this stream will soon be coming to a close. RA Cute, hello. I see you have I've seen some clips. What is it? Tracking clips? RA Cute. We've got the Revosect aimers in the stream, but the stream is going to soon come to an end. When do we get? Where do we get the Wise Owl Paint House? I don't know when it releases. I don't know, sadly. 112.6.7. You can make a setup tour. I haven't made a setup tour in a long time, but literally nothing's changed. People would see my setup and they'd be like, "Damn, you really haven't changed it in years." So I don't know. Maybe once I get a new PC, once this one fucking kicks the can. What camera are you using for your hand cam? Sony ZV-E10, 12, some number, ZV-E something. Cam froze? I know, I'm just about to end the stream, so I'm not even going to bother. It does overheat, but, you know, 2 overheating, 2 hours, 1 overheat per hour. Pretty good rate. But that's going to be all for this stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Respect your elders. Let's dedicate ourselves to building a better society. Why don't we? Peace out.